My name is Attila the Hun, and I was the leader of the Hunnic Empire. I was born in 406 to a man named Munzuk, and my uncle, Rugula, was the king of the Huns. From a young age, my brother Bleda and I were taught archery, horsemanship, and managing an army. These skills were put to the test when Rugula died fighting against Constantinople in 433. Command passed down to me and my brother, and we ruled the bloodthirsty Huns jointly. We were able to make a treaty with Rome. In exchange for us not attacking them, they would give us several £100 of gold a year, which strengthened our empire greatly. We broke this treaty only a few years later. With the Roman troops fighting the Vandals in Sicily, we saw an opportunity for easy plunder. We pillaged all of Rome up to within 20 miles of the Roman capital of Constantinople. Theodosius II managed to save the Eastern Roman Empire by agreeing to pay more than 3 times what they were already paying to the Huns. After agreeing to these terms, my brother and I led our victorious troops back to our home country of Hungary. I was not fond of the idea of anyone being as powerful as me. A few years later, I had my brother murdered, so I could be the sole king. Since I was now at peace with the Eastern Roman Empire, I set my sights on the western half. After killing my brother, legend has it that a shepherd found a sword in a field that belonged to Mars, the Roman god of war. I believe that Mars sent this gift to tell me that I am the rightful ruler of all the world. With the gods on my side, I decided to attack Moesia, a territory of western Rome, and destroyed over 70 cities in a matter of 3 years. In 450, Honoria, the sister of Roman Emperor Valentinian III, was trying to escape marriage to a Roman senator. She sent me her engagement ring and a letter asking for help and marriage. Although Valentinian insisted that Honoria was not serious, I mobilized my armies for war. In 451, I set out for my empire with 500,000 men. I began my path to Rome by fighting my way through Gaul. It was here that I earned my nickname of Flagellum D, or the Scourge of God. After rampaging through much of Western Europe, I was met by a collision force of Roman Emperor Flavius Aetius and Theodoric I, king of the Visigoths. The ensuing conflict became known as the Battle of the Cataluanian Fields. The enemies attacked my forces on multiple fronts. We fought for many days, but eventually, due to the discipline of the Romans and the ferocity of the Visigoths, we were defeated. However, their lucky victory was short-lived. Only a year later, I returned to attack Italy. Now, without the Visigoths on the side, the Romans did not have enough troops to defend against me. After causing havoc in northern Italy, I marched towards Rome to claim my bride. As a last resort, Pope Leo I was sent to convince me not to invade Rome. I agreed, and returned home to Hungary. After this, I gave up on Honoria and decided to marry a woman named Ildiko. After the wedding, I had a wild night of partying. I was found dead in the morning, choked to death in my own blood from a nosebleed. I was buried in a coffin made of gold, silver, and iron. Those who buried me were killed so that no one would ever discover my grave. After my death, the empire was divided between my sons. This ultimately led to several civil wars, and quickly, the empire was destroyed. At this point, I'm going to thank the judges for letting me be a contestant on this great competition. I know there's a lot of really good, really strong candidates for the Mediterranean Idol out there, and I'm just privileged that you let me on here. I hope that due to my military experience and leadership that you guys consider me to be a very strong contender for the prestigious title of Mediterranean Idol. Thanks again.